right, Olympic fever's in the air.
Yeah, man.
You keep hearing a lot about the Olympic hookups, right? Don't they give, there's 30,000 condoms they give to the 10,000 athletes?
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's a lot of that going on. And every once in a while on this show, we kind of dip a little into Jenna's life. Jenna's kind of the newest cast member on the show, does a lot of social media for us, right? Set her up on a date with a guy. They liked each other, but no sparks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? There were sparks?
No, I mean, it was, we're taking some time for ourselves. We're figuring it out, but he was sweet.
Meanwhile, she's on dating apps.
Yeah.
So, the dating app Raya, or Raya, how's it called?
I say Raya, but you could say it however.
So Raya is a dating app that's known for celebrities, I think, right? And you have to get approved, and there's a fee you have to pay, right?
Yes, it's embarrassing. But I slipped through the cracks, so I might as well keep hanging out there.
So you got accepted. You have to get accepted to be what is it, a good-looking person to get accepted?
I don't know. It took me 2 years on the wait list. I just applied for fun one day, and then, 2 years later, then I finally got accepted into the app, but they let me slip. I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'll take it.
Okay, now have you gone out on a date with anybody from the Raya app?
Nope, not a single one.
Nobody, and you've gone and clicked on people and celebrities and liked them. And
there's been some matches. I think still to this day, probably my most famous match was someone from Too Hot to Handle, but
Sweet.
but and from a couple seasons ago. But yeah, no, it doesn't ever really go anywhere, which is kind of the bummer.
Did you go out with the person from Too Hot to Handle?
No.
Why not?
They just it's hey, and then it kind of just dies off from there.
Is it does it geolocate you, so it's giving you people that are around you, or is it only the celebrities that live in LA?
So it's partially that. It majority shows you just anyone from anywhere, but if you do put your location to a certain place, there's more likely you'll see someone from that. They'll throw in your batch, more people from that location.
So that brings me to this. What did you do?
So I've been, thinking with the Olympics in mind. I was like, looks like I'm booking a trip to Paris on Raya. And so I moved my location to Paris on Raya because I was like, maybe it'll throw in a couple more Olympians, athletes in the batch, right?
Genius.
Exactly. You got to think smart in these situations. And so I put my location in Paris. It hasn't been too successful yet. I've seen some Olympians, but no matches. I'm sure they're busy, though, of course.
You saw other Olympians or Olympians that are on Raya?
Yeah.
Guys, did you recognize them?
No, and a lot of them aren't even from, either France or the U.S. They're from everywhere. But it's cool to see, they'll have in their bio, they're athlete, Olympian. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, what sport?
I saw a swimmer from, I don't even know what country, but I was
That's great, though.
Immediate
he was a good looking.
Oh yeah, an all Olympian
Swimmer bodies are good bodies.
I know. I've been kind of the swimming, the gymnastics. I've been keeping my eyes open.
Yeah, who do you think are the for you for dating? Which athletic person do you think is the hottest?
I think right now I'm kind of in my swim era,
Yeah.
which I never was, but right now I'm full swimmer. Swim.
Yeah.
Broad shoulders.
Okay, so there wasn't one athlete that you recognized.
There what?
There wasn't one athlete that you
No,
recognized.
not anyone too crazy.
And nobody
but
from the United States.
There was a couple, but I think there was the rugby. Still sent a like.
Yeah.
I'm okay, any athletes, let's
And
go.
no response.
No, but
I mean, it's one of the things outside of the gold medals. The other stories are the hookups that are happening there, and you got nothing.
no.
Yeah, but they're hooking up with the other Olympians. I'm
I know.
sure when they're on their flight back home and they're
But if you're on, I see
that's
you're in the Olympic Village you're chilling out in your wooden bed, and
Yeah.
you get on your phone and you're like, oh, what's going on here or whatever. I would think there'd be some sort of interaction, but nothing.
You would think. I guess they're just busy or something. But
you did get a bite.
what?
You did get a bite though.
Well, so then someone messaged me, because your Instagram's connected on Raya, it can take you to your Instagram. So I got a DM from someone. I was like, ooh. And this guy from here was like, hey, I see you're in Paris, but when you get home, we should hang out. I was like, yeah, we should do that. That would be awesome.
I love that you're
Oui, oui.
just
So now you got to come up with a whole story.
No,
We have to pick up some French words. Just take. Oh my gosh, the new Emily in Paris is coming out. Just take from that.
yeah, that's going to be my whole storyline. Whatever happens there is what I did in Paris.
Come up with a sport that you know he knows nothing about.
Right.
Did you see me on the canoer?
In the pressure air shooting. You didn't see me?
Let's get a picture of you in a canoe real quick and put it on your profile.
My whole Instagram is suddenly, and I'm an athlete, which I've never been too big of one, but suddenly I am.
You're gonna come up with all kinds of fake storylines. So when are you supposed to get back from Paris?
I think after the closing ceremony, of course. 'cause
Sure.
I'll be there.
Why would you
Yeah.
respond? Did you respond?
No, I didn't because I got so nervous. I was like, I'm a liar. I'm so
You'd be like, when after the games are over,
Right.
I'm gonna tour Europe for a little bit.
I'm gonna do some self-exploring out here, but then I'll let you know when I'm back in town.
Twisted my ankle. I can't canoe.
Sucks.
All right. Well, thank you, Jenna.